everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shaughnessy, and on this channel we discuss fragrance, beauty, and wellness. And if you simply like to have a good time and you like my vibe, subscribe. So y'all, I have the new today. We have two houses we're going to be talking about. 4 fragrances from one house, 1 fragrance from the other house. I'm trying to decide which one I want to talk about first. You know, I think we're just going to go in alphabetical order. That's the only way I can decide. So, I have Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion. Now, y'all, I have been looking everywhere for this perfume because I heard about it maybe a month ago. Let's say 2 to 4 weeks, 2 weeks to a month ago. And I have been looking. Oh my goodness. Is it on? I knew it was going to be on fragrance day, but I was just checking. And then I was checking Ulta and Sephora and Macy's. Those are my I check my usual places to shop for fragrance. And it was nowhere to be found. Okay. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna, and people were saying it was in stores. So I was in Ulta and I looked and looked. I didn't see it in Ulta. So I saw it on Jama Shop and they had both sizes available, but the the small size, the 1.7 ounce, it was like delayed shipping. It wasn't, immediately ready. And I was like, and I was holding off. I was like, it's gonna pop up. So the day I decided to order this on Jama Shop in the huge 3.4 ounce bottle, guess what, y'all? I saw more videos popping up, and I saw it popping up online and everything, while mine is taking forever to ship. I'm gonna like this. So, here's the box. This is the newest fragrance from Dolce & Gabbana. I already took the cellophane off. Where am I going to put the box? Oh, this is gorgeous. Here's the bottle. And Dolce & Gabbana Devotion is described as an amber vanilla fragrance. It was released this year, 2023. And it has top notes of candied. You know what? I'm going to read the notes that's on the actual box because one note is different on Fragrantica, which I'll tell you. So the notes for Devotion are candied citrus, orange blossom, and vanilla. And the top note on Fragrantica is listed as candied lemon. But I have to say, this isn't a flanker. The packaging is stunning. This is the first Dolce & Gabbana fragrance that's new. I think I've ever purchased as a spank brand new release. For me, I'm thinking, this is it. This is the first new Dolce & Gabbana fragrance I've ever purchased because usually their releases are flankers of light blue. And even though I love light blue, I'm picky with the flankers. And the other perfumes that I purchased from Dolce & Gabbana, I didn't get them right when they were released. And yeah, so this is my first spank brand new perfume I've ever purchased from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. So y'all, let's spray Devotion. Oh my goodness. Okay. While we're waiting, now people have said this reminds them of Love Don't Be Shy. I sincerely hope it does not remind me of Love Don't Be Shy because I don't need another Love Don't Be Shy fragrance DNA with a perfume with that fragrance DNA in my collection. I just don't. People have said Lyra from Xerjoff. I've never smelled Lyra. I wouldn't be mad at that from the way people have described Lyra. So let's see. Okay, on initial sniff, it's giving me Love Don't Be Shy, not a dupe though. It's giving me Love Don't Be Shy, with a ton of lemon and a lemon pound cake vibe. So maybe it is Lyra, because that's what I've heard people describe Lyra as, like lemony, citrus, gourmand, cakey. I do like it. And yeah, I like it. I can't wait to see how this, mixes with my body chemistry. But yeah, if you like sweeter fragrances, if you like Love Don't Be Shy, it does remind me, and it's not, it's not a dupe of Love Don't Be Shy. But the fragrance DNA, kind of, that's what it kind of reminds me of. But I do like this. And I feel like probably on my skin, it'll be sweeter. Because, like I said, on the box from Dolce Gabbana, it says candied citrus. And then on the Fragrantica website, the note listed is candied lemon. I don't know if I'm getting just straight lemon. It is citrusy, and maybe I am getting lemon, because I still feel like I'm getting like a pound, like a lemon cake note. Yeah, I like this. Did I need a 3.4 ounce bottle of this? We will see. But I mean, the bottle is beautiful. Like I said, it's stunning to me. I love it. And this does smell really, 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 really good. So I was looking on Dawkins Aroma's website, because I was trying to wait until they brought out the fall perfumes and to see if there were any that and caught my interest, and it's quite a few. I'm thinking of removing their version of Lyra, because I think this will suffice for me, because it does give me like sweet lemon pound cake with like the lemon glaze frosting. And think of, how you make your frosting for your pound cake. Let's see, you put some lemon zest and you put it in there, and you mix it up with whatever else you make, like the powdered sugar, whatever you do with your icing for your pound cake. That's what it smells like. Now, I haven't watched too many videos on this perfume, but from what I've heard, I think one person said this was not fall for them. It was more spring, summer. And then I think another reviewer said it was fall for them, so they would wear it now. Now for me, this is giving, just off the top of my head, without me wearing it on my skin, my first impressions, it's giving me fall, spring, and summer. And summer's pushing it for me. But definitely it's giving me fall and spring. So it's one I would wear now. Oh, yeah. So, y'all, I do like Devotion. And so I got this for a great deal on Jama Shop. So if you want the big bottle and you want it for a discount, you can look on Jama Shop. It was on sale when I purchased it for their, I think, end of summer sale or fall kickoff sale. It was some sale. And it was a great, great, great deal for this big 3.4 ounce bottle, because y'all know inflation is real out here in these perfume streets. But I like this. I do like it. I love the bottle. So it's a win-win in my opinion. So, but like I said, right now, I don't know if it should be at Sephora. So I would say, I know it's at Ulta. I know it's at Macy's. I can't remember looking for it at Sephora since I'd already ordered it. But if you are interested in like a lemony, sweet kind of pound cake lemon icing perfume, this is not heavy, it's not thick. It's not cloying, at least from what I'm smelling now. It is still very airy. It's sweet and airy. I would say go give this a sniff because I am impressed with this. It smells really good to me. And the more I smell it, the more I like it. So this was a blind buy. That was a win for me for now because, you know, things can change. But usually when I like a perfume, usually I don't change my mind. Usually. You know, it's when I don't like a perfume and sometimes I can keep sniffing it and I can change my mind. But usually I'm not the type, because I know some people are. Usually I'm not the type when I like a perfume that I turn around and wear and I dislike it. Has that ever happened to me? I don't think so. I think it maybe I didn't love it as much as I thought I would, but to just dislike a perfume after I've smelled it and liked it, that hasn't happened. So I'm happy with Devotion. Oh yeah, okay. So that was a win. That was a win in my book. So now, y'all, it is time for Kayali Oudgasm. And y'all, let me tell you something. While I'm looking at these to see which one I want to talk about first, because I think I'm going to go in order of the ones I think I'm going to like the least. That's how I'm going to do these. So, okay, I got my order of which I'm going to talk about them with you all. So, Kayali Oudgasm. If I did not have this channel, I would not have purchased these because I don't like oud. And one in particular, which is the first one we're going to talk about, I can't remember the notes in these, but when I don't think I'm gonna like this perfume at all. If I'm shocked and it changes my mind, I'm not mad at it. But when I was just talking about inflation, you used to get these Kayali travel size sprays that's a replica of their, you know, big bottle perfumes. I think they were either 25 or 37. I think they were 25. Now they are $37, honey. I said, okay, Kayali, okay. And it was like, man, I don't want to buy all these perfumes because I'm scared. I don't like oud. I purchased these perfumes specifically to review on this channel. Because if I did not have this platform, if I was not a fragrance reviewer, that's what I categorize myself as mainly, predominantly, I wouldn't have purchased these. I mean, the promotion for these fragrances, of course, was beautiful, stunning. I think Mona is the best person to promote her fragrances. I think she has that down to perfection. I can't think of any other brand that can suck people in like Kayali with their promotion of the fragrances that they're releasing. So this collection came out with not one, not two, not three, but 4 new fragrances at once. I tell y'all, Kayali they be hurting the wallet, honey, because they be coming out with perfumes left to right, up and down, and round and round. Every time you look up, they're coming out with a fragrance. Okay, so let's start with these, y'all. Like I said, I'm nervous. So the first one, for this one in particular, that I purchased this perfume is because I have this channel, and that is Oudgasm Tobacco Oud Intense number 4. Oh Lord. So I got the travel sizes of all of these perfumes because, like I said, so what we're going to do with these Kayali, this Oudgasm collection, we're going to see if I want to end up purchasing a full bottle of any of them. Okay, so here's the packaging for Tobacco Oud. So the notes are mandarin, white honey, geranium, vanilla, tobacco, and oud. Oh Lord. So love it. Oh. Let's smell it, y'all. Now, while that's airing out, I have smelled all the Kayali perfumes. I have reviewed all of the Kayali perfumes. I don't tend to like the heavier, deeper Kayali perfumes. To me, they smell more masculine. So that's just not how I like to smell. I don't like patchouli. I don't like a ton of patchouli. I don't like a ton of oud, because I do have some fragrances with oud, Delina, exclusive, that I don't mind. But some I'm like, oh Lord. So let's see. Let's smell tobacco oud. Okay. This smells how I thought it was gonna smell. I purchased this doggone for almost $40, like I said, to review it for you all, and knowing I was probably gonna give it to my brother. This smells very smoky, very woody. If you like invite only from Kayali, if you like what is the one with the ornate pure gold chrome bottle, something royale, vanilla royale, patchouli, something. If you like those two. If you like the wedding collection, what was it called? Velvet Santal? I can't remember because I gave that one away. If you like those, you're gonna like this one. This is unisex because some women, they like the deeper, sexier, boyfriend type of fragrances. That's usually not me at all. And that tobacco note is in there. I don't tend to like tobacco in fragrances. I don't like that smoky tobacco. This smells, it smells rich. It smells luxurious. It smells, think of a man or a woman, and you have that pipe, whatever that pipe is, and you have the tobacco in there, and you're like in all leather couches, a lounge somewhere, and you are smoking, and that scent is in the air mixed with like men's cologne. That's kind of what this gives me. And that's what I was expecting. So like I said, I paid for this knowing I wasn't going to keep it. 99.9% sure I wasn't going to want to keep it in my collection, because every perfume, every fragrance Kayali has come out with that has that DNA has not been for me. So yeah, this, and it's softer now, but whoo, man, when I first sprayed this, you saw it like took my breath away. But I can't see me wanting to keep this. Does it smell bad? No, I'm not going to say it smells bad. I'm not going to bash it because this is how I expected it to smell. So even though it's not for me, it's not a bad scent. If you like smoky, tobacco, woody, darker, deeper, unisex type of fragrances, and it does have like a sweetness to it. What is the sweetness I'm getting? Maybe that's that white honey and vanilla. But like geranium, I don't know. It's a slight greenness in here. Maybe that's what I'm getting. Mandarin. Am I getting any citrus? I'm getting tobacco, woody, sweet, and that's the oud, that woodiness type of incensey, unisex, deeper scent. And that's what I thought it was going to be. So for me, let me put this over here. I'm going to let it air out, and it will smell it again at the end. But for me, Kayali tobacco oud is not a win for me, but I didn't expect it to be. Okay, so the next one we're going to talk about is Rose Oud. Now this is one, it's tied between the other one. So it didn't matter which order I went in these, but the one I wasn't really worried about it because I figured it wasn't going to be for me, was the Tobacco Oud. But this one, I don't know about. You know, I like the Kayali. Why is it so hard for this to come out of this box? Ooh, I like the pink and black. So here's the bottle for Rose Oud. And this is also intense. So, okay, so I did the two intense back to back. Or are they all intense? Wait a minute, I thought this was supposed to say the level of intensity. I'm confused. Where's the level of intensity? Okay, y'all. I thought that's what I heard when I was watching someone's video, that this was level 1, this was level 4 with the oud or whatever, but I'm not seeing that anywhere. Is it on this piece of paper? No. I know I heard that. So I'm not gonna say the intensity because I don't see it on this box anywhere. They all say intense. So here is Rose Oud, and here are the notes: lemon, geranium, Bulgarian rose, vanilla Madagascar, cashmere wood, and oud. Oh my goodness. Wood and oud. Okay. Let's spray this. Now, like I said, I do like the black and pink. That's very pretty. I'm assuming that's how the big bottle would look too. Okay, so while I'm fanning this out a little bit, this is the one I'm thinking, is it gonna smell like sweet diamond pink pepper? So let's see. And it does to me. This is the one I was like, is this gonna smell, on initial spray, initial sniff, that's what I'm getting. A little deeper, a little woodier than Kayali's Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. But again, with this one, Rose Oud, I was like, I think it's probably gonna smell very similar to that fragrance. And right now, that is what it's giving me. I mean, if I had it in here, I would smell them side by side. But just from initial sniff, they're very similar. I mean, yeah. This reminds me of Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. I'm tempted. Do I want to go get it? I think I am, y'all. So 1 second. Okay, y'all. I went and got my bottle of Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. So let's spray, because I can smell Rose Oud in the air. And it's just reminding me of this when I walk back into my filming room. So let me smell Rose Oud. Okay, smelling them side by side, they're not dupes. I will say, Rose Oud, I always thought Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper was deeper, but smelling it side by side by Rose Oud makes it smells very light and pretty. Because Rose Oud to me is a darker, deeper, woodier, sexier, maybe, it's a deeper version to me of Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. They still remind me of each other. So yeah, I would say for me, these two smell similar. They're not, Rose Oud is not a dupe of, they didn't dupe their own fragrances or just rename a different one. It's different. So if you like Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, you may like Rose Oud. Now for me, I prefer Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. But for me, I prefer lighter fragrances in general. That's just my preference. I'm not usually one who loves the, you know what, the deep, sexy, this, that, and the other. That's usually not what I prefer. I usually prefer lighter fragrances, as opposed to the deeper ones. Now, with Rose Oud, it is nice, but like I said, it doesn't smell groundbreaking. It immediately made me think of another Kayali fragrance, even though smelling them side by side, there are glaringly obvious differences. I don't dislike, okay, I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's just, you know, I'll wear it. Now I will wear this in my collection. Like tobacco, I don't think I'm going to wear that at all. I don't even have the desire to try that on my skin because I've tried all the other ones that remind me of tobacco on my skin, and it's just too, that's not my vibe when it comes to fragrances. So Rose Oud is one I will keep and I will wear, but it's leaning towards this is it for me with Rose Oud. So it's not, like I said, it's not, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It fits in line with the Kayali perfume range. I will say that. So if you tend to like the darker, deeper Kayali fragrances, you would probably enjoy Rose Oud also. Okay, so the next one, now we're getting into the two I'm excited about. This is Cafe Oud. So, I don't have a ton of coffee fragrances in my collection. The one that's just was obviously a coffee fragrance that I finished last year was Coffee Break from Maison Margiela. So I'm excited to see if this Cafe Oud is going to be, coffee fragrance I love. So the notes for Cafe Oud are cappuccino, geranium, rose damascena, white musk, vanilla, and oud. Is geranium in all these fragrances? Yes, so far geranium has been in each one of these. So why? I need to look up, what does geranium smell like to garner being in each. Well, I don't know if it's in vanilla oud, but it has been in all these perfumes we smell so far. So let's see about Cafe Oud, y'all. Let's see about Cafe Oud. Woo! Okay, so the first note is cappuccino. Reading these notes, I was hoping for a lighter, sweeter version of this. Okay, it's getting there. It's getting there. Okay. On initial spray, I felt like, oh no, this is like one of those deeper ones, which I wonder if this whole collection, I mean, the bottles are black. It's the Oud collection. Oud is not known for being light and bright and airy. So I think they're all going to be a little darker, a little deeper. This makes me think of, I'm not a coffee drinker, okay? I call myself a fake coffee drinker because I like cappuccino, frappuccino, I like the sweet stuff. That's basically a milkshake for the most part. This makes me think of maybe a cappuccino, maybe it's not creamy enough. Maybe a cappuccino, like it said, but it's not super sweet. Because when I think of cappuccinos, I tend to think sweeter coffee. This, makes me think of like a dark cappuccino. It's a cappuccino, no whip, no just I don't know what all goes in a cappuccino, because like I said, I'm not a big coffee drinker. I tend to just get a frappuccino every now and again. That's about it from Starbucks. So this to me is, hold on. Now it's settling into a softer, still darker. I don't think light, creamy, frothy coffee. I think of deeper, somewhat bitter, but the bitterness that I was getting at the beginning has mostly, it's gone, but it's not replaced with super sweetness either. It's like a soft, somewhat smoky coffee scent. Again, it's not a love. Now this, I'm wondering, I wish I knew which way to would tell y'all about this intensity, because I feel like this is, between the other two I've smelled, this is very soft in comparison to tobacco oud and rose oud. Cafe oud is soft. Like, I feel like I need to actually spray it again to smell it again. Yeah, it's, now that it's settled, it's soft. I almost said creamy, but I don't feel like creamy is the right word. It's a soft, somewhat musky coffee scent. Again, to my nose and my preferences, out of all the, and smelling all the Kayali fragrances, it leans more towards like the deeper scents, but it's not potent and like unisex, leaning masculine to me, like so many of their deeper scents, in my opinion, do. But yeah, I feel like I need to spray this again. I can barely smell this. So let's spray it again. So that makes me think longevity for Cafe Oud is not going to be great. Yeah, when I first spray it, it's like a somewhat bitter, woody coffee scent. And then as it settles, it becomes softer, easier to wear, in my opinion. A softer, somewhat sweet. It's not really sweet, y'all. Woody coffee scent. Maybe with a hint of that incense that you can pick up from quite a few of Kayali's fragrances. So again, this one I'm going to keep, I'm going to wear, but it is not one of these have blown me away yet. I don't love any of them yet. Again, it's not bad, but it's, I have coffee fragrances, cappuccino, frappuccino fragrances I prefer more than this. But remember, I haven't worn any of these on my skin. So that might change. You might see these pop up and I'm just raving about them after I've worn them more, because you know, you spray them out, they sit for a little bit, they get better, especially Kayali fragrances. They tend to get better as they sit. So who knows? But I don't dislike this one. But again, I don't love it. It's just, I bought it. It smells good enough that I will wear it, but it's not grabbing me. So those are my thoughts on Cafe Oud as of right now. So the last one, I saved the best for last. This is probably the one everyone is most excited about, and that is Vanilla Oud. So let's see, y'all, because I remember when that vanilla sugar patchouli or sugar royale or whatever came out, I was not a fan of that one. It was not smelling like I thought it was going to smell. So I have no preconceived notions. The only perfumes out of this Oudgasm collection that I had preconceived notions, which proved right for me and my nose, was the Tobacco Oud and the Rose Oud. Those are the two. I kind of hit it where I thought how they were going to smell, and I was right for my nose and how I interpret fragrances. That's how they smell to me, how I thought they were going to smell. Okay, so Vanilla Oud has notes of vanilla sugar, praline, saffron, white musk, oak moss, and oud. So y'all, let's spray this. Let's see. I've watched either 2 or 3 videos on people talking about these, and this so far has been the one everyone loved after smelling it. So hopefully I love it too, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't love oud. Okay, for some reason, this is reminding me of, was it Silk? The wedding collection, The Bride. It's kind of reminding me of that on initial spray. And I didn't love that one. In fact, I plan to probably start wearing that one a lot to see if I want a full bottle of it, because just spraying it, I have not worn it out yet because I don't love it. I love the bottle, but I don't love the perfume, and I need to just wear it out and see, because if they bring it back, it might be the last time they restock it, or they might not restock it at all, and I might have just missed out on it on a full-size bottle. But that's initially what this reminded me of. Okay, now it's getting sweeter. Now it's not reminding me too much of that one, just initially. It does smell sweet. Do I think this is unisex? So far, I thought all of these were unisex, and I just want to preface that anybody can wear what they want. This is just how I review fragrances. I don't love it. It's sweet. It reminds me of, like, I keep looking, is musk in here? White musk. Okay, because I feel like it's a sweet, musky scent. I don't feel like I'm getting, okay, vanilla, sugar. It is sweet. It's like a sweet muskiness. This is one, though, this Vanilla Oud, this is one I feel like when I wear it, I'm going to love it. I can usually tell that, too. I feel like this is one, when I get to wearing this and put it, I just feel like this is going to be the one that I may invest in a full bottle. May. It is, like, disappearing like that Cafe Oud, though. And something about this smells familiar. You know, at first I was like, it smells like the wedding scent for the bride. That was initially, but now that it's settled, it's something. It's smelling familiar, but I don't know what. But yeah, just right now, I'm not loving it. It feels like it could be one I will love, but I don't know yet. Maybe it's that little incense note I'm getting to coming out. The vanilla one is the safest blind buy. Let's say your Sephora doesn't have these and you just want to get them. You just want to smell them. This would be the safest one. Still, yeah. I feel like I need to spray this one again. So hold on. I'll tell you what, that Cafe Oud and this Vanilla Oud, These are the only ones I had to respray. Would I say this is gourmand? I'm trying to figure out what is that note I'm getting in the beginning. Initial spray. Yeah, this, and it kind of, but not just the vanilla aspect, kind of reminds me of Vanilla 28. Is it just lighter and brighter than the vanilla, the Royale one? Like whatever it's reminding me of is from Kayali. Usually Kayali's fragrances remind me of other Kayali fragrances and just changed up enough, but it's usually notes I can pick out. But this is a hard one for me. I've named 3 fragrances. Yeah, this is the one I'm gonna have to wear it. I feel like when I wear it, I'm gonna be like, ooh. Okay, let's rank these. So let me smell Tobacco Oud again after it's been sitting. Yeah, that and sometimes with oud fragrances, like what is that House of Sillage perfume? I can't remember the name of it. Is it Paris? It is the one in the green bottle that everyone just loved on YouTube for a minute. And that gave me a gasoline note, which sometimes oud can do for some people. It can come off like gasoline-y, rubbery, burnt rubbery. This is just not for me. Yeah, that's not my zhuzh. So number 4 is going to be Tobacco Oud. Number 3, hold on, y'all. Let me go between these two. You know what? I don't even have to. Number 3 is going to be Rose Oud because it reminded me immediately of another perfume. So this is going to be number 3. Number 2, I think these are actually going to be in the order I reviewed them. Number 2 is going to be Cafe Oud because while it is very soft, that's not it. That's not it. Where is it? Here it is. While it's very soft, you know, with layering and you know, playing with things, I know how to get my fragrances to last all day. I'm a heavy sprayer. I do like this. So I do like it when it settles down. It's softer, more wearable to me for the way I like my fragrances to smell. So Cafe Oud is number 2. Number 1 is going to be Vanilla Oud because the more I smell it, like I said, the more I smell it, the more I'm liking it. And it's the one it feels like I smell it and I get, you know, these are very well blended because I'm not able to pick out all these notes. Now, this is the Vanilla Oud is the only one that doesn't have geranium in here. Vanilla Oud is the sweetest. It has a smoothness to it I'm liking. So yeah, Vanilla Oud is going to be number 1. Now, will I be getting a full bottle of any of these? The only 2 that are in the running for potentially, because I want to know if I want a full bottle of this before the Sephora VIB sale. So the only 2 that are in the running would be Cafe Oud at number 2 and Vanilla Oud at number 1. Now, Kayali also came out with body creams for this collection. And so I want to get a body cream to review it for you all because I wish let me see, which perfumes would I wish would she make body creams? Of course, Vanilla 28, Musk, the pistachio one, Eat a Juicy Apple. I don't feel like Well, those would, ooh, and the vanilla, tropic vanilla, which I can't ever remember all these names, but the gold, the cocoa, vanilla cocoa, whatever the vanilla coconut one. Those would be the ones I'd be like, ooh, I want a body cream. But she did body creams for these 4. So far, the only, since I have a whole doggone big tube of cream I have to use up for coffee that I'm dreading to use up from OGX because it takes forever to put that stuff on, I would probably want to try the body cream in the vanilla oud. And the body creams are not inexpensive. I can't remember how much they were, but I was like, no, I can't do the body cream on this because I don't know how these gonna smell. I don't like oud. So I'm trying to wait and see. Maybe the body creams are not on Sephora's website. I'm hoping they'll pop up because let me tell y'all what happened. I had forgotten about this collection, and then I was scrolling through YouTube and I was like, oh my goodness, yeah, it's supposed to come out today. I went to Sephora's website. It wasn't on Sephora's website. I said, oh, well, maybe it's just coming out on Kayali's website now. So I ordered from Kayali, and Kayali took longer than usual for this to get to me. And then Sephora had it a few hours later on their website. So I was like, oh, I could have gotten it from Sephora and, get my points. But that's neither here nor there. I got them to review. I reviewed them. I'm liking, okay, let me rank this collection as a whole. You have to, I'm biased because I don't like oud. So I was not excited about this collection. I got these perfumes purely to review for my channel, this Oudgasm collection, and to see if I, found a few, hopefully, that I enjoyed. And like I said, 3 out of the 4, the rose, vanilla, and the cafe oud, were the ones I was like, I probably can do those, and I will enjoy them even if I don't end up wanting a full bottle or falling in love. The tobacco I knew I wasn't gonna love. So this collection to me, it's the packaging is stunning. I like that she came out with body creams, even though I don't know why you didn't come out with Vanilla 28 when people have been begging for that one forever in a body cream. Maybe it's coming for the holiday season. It's like I said, collection is beautiful. Nobody can top Kayali in advertising. I haven't. They're just perfect at it. But for me, if you have and smelled all of the Kayali fragrances, I don't feel like any of these just stand out. They go with the Kayali collection quite well, but I'm not blown away, at least with first impressions, by any of them. Like I said, tobacco oud, it reminds me of the ones I mentioned, especially that invite only amber, even though that one has more of a cherry. They just smell very similar to me. Like the deeper fragrances tend to smell similar to me from Kayali. The rose oud, even though it's not exactly like Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper, it remind me of it, and then smelling them side by side, it's deeper, but it wasn't anything to me special about the rose oud to make it be like, wow. The cafe oud is nice, light. I mean, she doesn't have any coffee fragrances, so that's something new. I do enjoy it, but it's super light, so I can't wait to see how it, how it wears on me. And the vanilla oud, it smells good. But again, like I said, I'm just not in love right now with any of them. So I would have to say this collection, for me, and the way, I smell them, because we all smell fragrances differently, I would just say it's average for me. Nothing blew me away. Nothing stood out as super unique. that I've never smelled, and I really wasn't expecting that. I'm just glad I found some fragrances I like in here after dropping, over $150 for these travel sprays on a collection that was excited about. So I'm just glad I have a few in here. 3 out of 4 ain't bad, that I will wear and enjoy. And I have 2 potentially in Cafe Oud and Vanilla Oud that I feel like I might just, fall in love with the more I wear them. So full bottle worthy, none yet for me in this collection. Body cream worthy, because I was thinking which one would I want a body cream in. I'm gonna have to wait and wear them and see. But it's leading towards only Vanilla Oud right now for me for trying one of the body creams, but we'll see. So y'all, those are my thoughts on the Devotion perfume from Dolce Gabbana and the Kayali Oudgasm collection. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me, have you smelled, any of these fragrances? What are your thoughts? Do you want them? Do you have them? Are you planning to get them? Or are you like, I'm not interested? I would love to know. Tell me in the comment section. Please share this video with everybody, y'all, because we are still trying to keep it growing over here. And please don't forget to turn on your notification bells so you don't ever miss any of my videos. And as I always say, if you like my vibe, subscribe. Until next time, bye.